Listen, if you dare, to the Lovecraft tapes.
Welcome to the Lovecraft tapes. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a sci-fi horror role-playing game based upon the writings of H.P. Lovecraft. Your investigators of the unknown are... Gabe, as Roy McDonough.
I hate cats.
Matt, as Rocky Whiteside.
Well, I guess then for you, this is a rather unfortunate situation. Oh, God damn it, Roy, now you have me doing it too.
And Brian, as Jack Williams.
What the fuck is he trying to say? I don't understand.
I speak kittenese.
A bit.
Welcome, players. How is everybody tonight?
I'm alive.
That's the first step. Listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes or join our Discord server at discord.lovecrafttapes.com. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/lovecrafttapes. So if you would like to support our endeavors here and help us get more equipment, more sound effects, more time to edit, more episodes, please visit patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes.
As mentioned last week, we are going forward with the reward for an extra couple of bucks. Gabe will mock your name live on the show. Isn't that right, Gabe?
Yeah.
See?
I will do
See,
it.
he'll do it.
It would be fun.
Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Calling all boys, girls, women, and men. Do you possess a deep distrust of your government? Is that nosy so-and-so next door constantly spying on you through their parted curtains? Are you convinced your great-uncle Benji is actually some kind of alien from a faraway planet? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be ready for a career in the Delta Green Forces. We are your typical average friendly neighborhood shadow organization, preparing for an ultimate war with the forces of evil by keeping the public unaware that they and we exist at all. How do we do it? Simple. None of that Men in Black nonsense. Instead, we destroy all incriminating evidence while attempting to kill any beings we find who originated from other dimensions and mean us harm. Burn it. Blow it up. Bury it. Sink it to the bottom of the deep blue sea. Whatever it takes, we've got what it takes. Do you? Before you answer, consider this. We offer a robust 401k program with dollar-to-dollar matching, 2-week vacation to start, life insurance, obviously, and fantastic healthcare from our fully staffed in-house medical professionals. Flu shots are free, so are exorcisms for that matter. Still interested? Great. Call 1-800-SHADOWS to begin your new career with Delta Green now. Listeners be advised, Delta Green does not exist. Any similarity to other shadow organizations, either real or fictional, is purely coincidental. This commercial will self-destruct in 30 seconds. And we're back.
I gotta say, I think that these ads really bring the pacing down. As much as I like good products as much as the next guy, I really would like to just get into the not listening to ads portion anymore.
Yeah, can't you skip those?
Ad blocker doesn't work on podcasts.
Well, isn't that a disappointment?
Nothing can compare to the ecstatic reaction I've experienced with that product and/or service. It surpasses the time back in college when I was struck by lightning while streaking across the quad carrying a metal flagpole, Jolly Roger flapping in the breeze, if you catch my drift.
I don't.
I did.
Now, dear investigators, we continue. Case 10. Praise.
Previously on the Lovecraft tapes.
After 3 months sequestered in the top-secret facility of some mysterious governmental agency, our investigators of the unknown are excited to begin their new careers as Delta Green agents. Roy spent some quality time at the firing range with Sergeant-at-Arms Quincy, while Rocky crushes Librarian Kenny in a final chess match. Jack goes toe-to-toe with Jacqueline, his personal trainer, in the gym. Before they can venture out on a field assignment, however, they are requested to help Professor Bertman in the science lab. Of course, they readily agree because what could go wrong? His latest experiment, the Cathartic Arena Training Virtual Reality Simulation, or CAT for short, seems to be malfunctioning slightly. However, because the trio suddenly finds themselves no longer quite themselves. It's like deja vu all over again. Hello, kittens. I will now assign each of you Call of Cthulhu avatars. Beneath the full character sheet, you will see 3 values: description, role, and life. And we're going to fill these out together.
What's my role in life, though?
So let's start off with Roy. You're a cat. Please describe and jot down your appearance, including eye color, fur color, and hair length.
Yellow eyes, short, mangy fur. I got a big bite out of one ear.
And what color is your fur?
Tan, like a Siamese.
All right. Rocky, you too are a cat. Please describe your cat avatar.
A fairly skinny cat. I have black and white fur and a marking on my chest that looks suspiciously like a tie. So even when I'm a cat, I'm still dressed fancy in my suit. I have short hair and I have very ice blue eyes.
And Jack, you're also a cat. Please describe what you look like.
I am jet black, smaller than the other two. The only thing that stands out on my body is my 2 white front paws.
Hairless cat.
No, I'm a jet black cat.
Those sound like some very distinctive, beautiful cats, actually. All right. You guys good with your descriptions?
See?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next we need to choose a role for each of you. So roll 2d6, and the highest gets to pick first. So, Matt, you get to choose first. Now, you can be one of 3 types of cats. You can be a cat robat, a scrapper, or a tiger dreamer.
I'm going to go with the scrapper.
God, you are the worst, and I hate you. It doesn't even make sense for your character, dummy. I'll be the tiger dreamer or whatever.
Tiger dreamer for Gabe. And Brian, you will be Cat Robat. Now, these are the rules for Call of Cthulhu. Every roll is going to be 2d6. You're going to run up against some challenges, okay, depending on your actions. In easy challenges, you need 1 happy to succeed. In normal challenges, you need 1 happy to get a partial success. If it's difficult, you need 2 rolls. Otherwise, bad things happen. It's very simple, just 2d6.
Okay, and the dice are considered individually? Or
Yes.
is it, okay, so if we roll 2 1s, it's not a 2, it's 2 individual
Correct.
ones. Okay,
So that's what we'll be looking at, not the totals, but the actual dice.
cool.
So, for instance, Brian had 1 happy. You guys did sad. But it'll depend on the challenge anyways. So, you each start at life number 1. You'll see that is on your character sheet right now. Cats have 9 lives.
I get it.
If you exceed your 9 lives, then you die. If you give up a life, you are able to instantly recover from any injury.
Oh, wow.
You can also give up a life to add glory to a particularly bad challenge. So if there is a challenge that you come up against called a dire challenge, then you can give up a life to add glory, and that basically just adds another d6 to your roll. If you roll snake eyes, double 1s, it is considered an embarrassing failure. If you get double 6s, midnight, then it is a triumphant success. If you get injured during the course of this simulation, all challenges will increase by 1 level. So easy now becomes normal, normal becomes difficult, difficult becomes dire. Make sense?
Okay.
If you have 2 injuries, you are disabled. You can do no physical challenges or movement or even communicate at a distance.
Yes, well, luckily we have the ACDA, or the American Cats with Disabilities Act, to help us along.
All cats are created equal.
If you sustain 3 injuries, you are considered dying. You're unconscious, and 1 hit will kill you instantly. And then you can also give up a life, one of your own lives, to heal someone else's injury. So, and then if we get into a fight, we'll go over those rules, but those are the basic rules. It's very simple. You act like a cat. So let's proceed along if you guys are cool with that.
I mean, I'll live.
I give up 8 of my lives.
You are sitting on the floor of what appears to be the kitchen of Blaine Manor, or at least an exact virtual representation of that room. Could this simulation be stealing data from your brain to project this environment? A window on the northeast wall would ordinarily look out onto the property surrounding Forest, but beyond, it is pitch black instead. No, not exactly pitch black. More akin to what the TV looks like when it's not on. A pitch blankness. The sight of it makes you arch your back, hairs standing straight up, as you feel a deep instinctual growl rumbling at the back of your throat. Doors to the northwest and southwest walls are cracked open slightly. The mansion is almost supernaturally quiet. You look at your companions and notice 2 spectral boxes floating above their heads. The left box contains the number 1 in it. The box on the right contains a single green leaf. Now, each of you starts with 1 treat, 1 catnip leaf treat.
Roll it.
Just need a little bit. Just a little more, man. Come on.
You can spend a treat for a second chance. So if you are up against any easy, normal, or difficult chance, you can use a treat to re-roll the entire thing, except for dire. That's the one that you can't re-roll. And I will award additional treats for good role play.
Aww.
So that's what you guys see currently.
Told you not to lick there, you jackass.
Well, this is not quite what I expected.
Hey guys, I think we're cats.
Meow.
Oh, no shit.
No, don't. You find the litter box if you have to go.
I'm going to hop up onto one of the counters and just kind of get a better look around the room. And if there's anything sitting on the counter, I'm immediately going to look at it and knock it off the counter.
Yeah, absolutely. You do see a stack of plates.
Off the counter.
I jump back. Watch it. I'm down here.
I'll lick myself.
I'll help.
Oh, yeah, you could groom each other. That's fine. Get those nits out.
Whoa there, guys. This isn't cat porn, Hub. We can't...
You see anything up there? I'm not sure what we're supposed to do.
Well, if my memory from reading the files are correct, it does appear that we are somehow inside of Blaine Manor. Although I have a feeling you would know this place better than me, seeing as you actually spent time here.
Yeah, I spent time here.
I'm going to search the wall for mouse holes.
Go ahead and give me a 2d6 roll, please. No, you don't see any mouse holes. It's pretty well-constructed walls and doesn't appear to be infested, thankfully.
The lack of mouse holes makes me sad.
I'm going to walk up to the door and kind of rub against it on the back side of it until I come up to where it's open and peek around into the next room. Southwest.
Sponsor us, Southwest Airlines.
So I'll go ahead and reveal that for you. A hallway that extends northwest to southeast. You see that same blank nothingness in the southeast end of the hallway. It's almost as if that whole wall right there, what used to be a doorway, is just that odd blankness. You do see 2 doors leading southwest and then a door leading northwest.
Without even realizing it, I'm going to sit down and put my left leg way into the air and start licking my inner thigh and then realize what I'm doing. What the hell? Put my leg down. So, guys, let's keep moving. Let's figure out what we're supposed to do here.
All right, if you insist. I'm going to hop off the counter and follow him out into that hallway.
And I'm going to go, but I'm going to hug the wall because I'm skittish.
It's almost as if you're not really trusting your memory of what the Blaine Manor was. It looks slightly different in here. You don't quite remember that there was a hallway outside the kitchen, even though the kitchen is a perfect representation.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, does either of this make sense to any of you two? I mean, I've read descriptions of the manor. I've never actually been there.
Yeah, this isn't exact as how I remember it.
Every time I've been there, I was on ecstasy, so I don't really know.
Everything felt wonderful.
All right, so why not continue on here? Jack, do you want the door that you're in front of, and I'll take the one next to it, and we'll just kind of...
That sounds good.
I'm going to go through whichever one is less scary after it's been opened.
This is a small map.
Or we're huge cats.
Monster cat.
There are 2 storerooms. One appears to be for storing vegetables mostly. The other one is canned goods, that sort of thing.
And I'll trample over Rocky once I smell the canned goods and run in and try and open them.
Go ahead and give me a 2d6, please. You hop up onto the shelf and slap at something that you think probably contains tuna.
Oh.
And it falls to the floor, and you're hoping it just cracks open, but nothing happens. It just rolls around on the floor.
I'm going to see it hit the floor, and we go, no, that's not how you do it. I'm going to try and open it, just so I can show him up.
Whoa.
Just like cartoon. You see, walk up, look at it, pop out one claw, and then just right around the rim, drag it around. And then just kind of pop it out.
And as he does it, I'll pounce on him.
Aw, playful. I'm going to jump up on the shelf to the right of me and just work my way around in and out of the the stuff that's on the shelves and kind of look around and see if there's any clues as to what we're supposed to be doing here. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, how do you like it, you sons of bitches? You've got my frickin' dirty litter box feet all over your shelves.
You're winding yourself around baskets of vegetables, green peppers, onions, garlic. And actually, you sneeze a couple times because you get a good whiff of some onions that are starting to turn. And that just really tickles your nose. And
I'm going to pat at them and knock them to the ground. So disgusted with rotten onions.
Make sure you sneeze directly onto some of the other vegetables just for maximum efficiency.
Now the onions are ruined. I'm going to spray on them.
nice.
All right, so I'm going to jump back down and head out into the hallways. Did you guys find anything? I'm not sure what the hell we're supposed to be doing here, but we need to get to the bottom of
Don't
this.
tell him about the food.
Fine. No, nothing exciting in here. Why don't you pick another door and we'll finish up in here.
I'm up on my hind legs smelling the air.
Go ahead and give me a roll, Brian.
A 1 and a 1.
Well, that is what you call a spectacular failure.
Snake eyes.
Go ahead and describe what your spectacular fail would be.
All I can smell is the stench of the rotting garlic and the onions, and I can't get any other smell, and it's making me sick, so I start to hack.
That's a great smell, so I don't know what to tell you.
Nice. Go ahead and give me one more roll, please.
Make sure you throw up onto the carpet and not onto the wood floors or the tiles that are anywhere around.
You sort of spit up a little bit, and a little bit like drool comes out your mouth. Then you feel like something coming up your throat, and you spit it out, and it's like a little, about the size of a dice, and it's glowing blue.
It's your liver.
Is it a D6?
It's just a square, a cube, and it doesn't have any markings on it whatsoever. It's just sort of glowing light blue.
Touch it with your wee-wee.
I yell to the other guys, something happened. Come here, look at this.
And as you say that, it slowly dissolves into a puddle into your drool.
Oh, it was ice. No big deal.
It's just ice cube.
Vanilla ice.
It's Alaskan ice.
Alaskan vanilla ice.
It's Eskimo ice. They have like 36 different names for it.
I've seen The Water Boy. I know about that glowing blue water.
I've seen Cocoon.
I'd take a quick cat nap.
You can hear Roy purring.
I just ate a lot. I can't be expected to be moving around.
Rocky.
Yes.
I just got sick, and some blue glowing cube came out of my body and then dissolved into the ground.
Oh, that doesn't sound healthy.
What would that be? Would that be like a health meter or something? I know this is kind of virtual reality game, but...
Yeah, we are in some sort of virtual reality game, so maybe it was like a power-up or something. Did you try and touch it before it melted?
Look above my head. Is it still a 1?
Yes, it's still there's still a 1.
Is that leaf thing there?
And yes, there's still one leaf type object in the other box.
All right. I'm still a cat, right?
Yes, you are still a cat.
Okay, so I don't know what that could have been.
You try and touch it before it dissolved.
No. I yelled for you guys to come
Well,
look.
your loss.
Took you long enough. What were you doing in there? Did you find anything?
Nothing interesting. It was just, Roy being Roy and me having to deal with it. And...
Speaking of which, this might be our chance to get out of here without him.
All right, to the next door. And I'm just going to head down the hallway.
Hold on a second. And I'm going to go down and just look at this weird darkness at the other end of the hall.
And as you get closer to it, you do become more and more... It's almost like it's an electromagnetic field.
Okay.
You just feel like your hackles raising.
It's happening!
It's just like this unnatural fear of the unknown.
Lord, I hate it when the weather raises up my hackles. It's just such a hassle.
I hunch up and hiss at it and back up, bounce backwards.
Doing, 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 doing.
Don't go down there. Don't go there. Don't go near there.
Going to continue on into the room on the other side of that door.
Rocky, you peek through that door and you see what appears to be just like a little antechamber. There is a door leading southwest. There is an archway leading to the northwest. There is a staircase going up.
Ooh.
Does appear we are in some sort of house here. I believe I found what might be the main hallway or maybe a foyer of some sort.
I'm just peeking my head around listening, make sure there's nothing dangerous in there.
Oh, it's fine. Get in here, you
All right,
scaredy cat.
I'm gonna go in and peek down the first hallway.
As I'm sleeping, I'll sort of roll over and fall off of the shelf.
All right, go ahead and give yourself a treat. And you fall off the shelf and wake yourself up with a start and see that your companions are nowhere near.
What time is it? Did I advance time like you do?
It's been either years or minutes. You'll never know.
Hey, guys.
And there's no response.
Then I'll venture out.
And you think you hear something from the northwest.
My ear is all bitten up, so how can I trust it?
Well, go ahead and roll, and as long as you don't roll snake eyes, you're good.
Uh-oh.
You can hear some mewling as Jack Cat is calling out. Jack is peeking through into this other room. And this room does appear familiar because you guys have spent many a day sitting in the breakfast room.
Having crepes.
Having crepes.
Except Rocky, he's dumb.
Dan used to make crepes.
But you remember that the breakfast room was closer to the kitchen, like right off the kitchen?
Yeah.
So clearly, like, this is a jumbled version of Blaine Manor. Why don't you go ahead and give me a 2d6 roll, please?
All right.
You're starting to put things together that you kind of get the impression, Jack, that this is indeed somehow being reconstructed from your memories, and maybe not just yours, but probably the other guys too, which may or may not be accurate between the three of you.
Yeah, especially Rocky. He only knows what he saw in descriptions, or what he read in descriptions from reports, probably.
And what I got from Detox, and what I got from some of the cameras I had her plant all over the place.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I've no idea what you're talking about. I said nothing. And so I'm just going to kind of keep on exploring, and I'm going to head to the door on the, I guess that's northwest.
All right. And Roy?
I'll go into the breakfast room as well.
The breakfast room obviously has another window that is in the southwest wall, and that is blankness again. There is a set of double doors that are slightly cracked that lead to the northwest.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah?
What was the most significant thing that we did when we were at Blaine Manor? Do you remember?
Eat crepes.
I'm trying to figure out why we're here in Blaine Manor, of all places. What's the last thing that we did together in this place?
The last thing I remember about Blaine Manor was the sock drawer.
Hey, that's personal.
And ninjas. And then Scott Van Pelt gave me the Medal of Honor. Now that I think about it, that might be a
I
dream.
was gonna say. Yeah, I the last thing I remember also was the cultists in the bedroom upstairs. You remember that?
I do remember that, but it's a better story if we say ninjas.
I'm wondering if we should check upstairs and see if maybe that's why we're here, to solve that mystery.
Well, I mean, we could do that, or we could look around for crepes scraps.
Hey, trust me, I'm up for that. Let's do it. Stand on my hind legs again and sniff the air, see if I can get a scent of any crepes.
Nice. So you guys are both looking for crepe scraps?
I believe it's pronounced crepe.
Creepy.
Crepe?
Unless Dan makes them, then they're crepes.
It's crepe.
You're looking for the crepe.
Rocky, you peek into what is clearly the dining room. This is a very large room with sliding doors that are cracked slightly ajar in the northwest wall. There is another door in the southeast wall. There is another window with that blankness in the northeast wall.
I want to hop up onto the table to get a better look.
So you hop up onto the table and you immediately hear a growling noise.
Gonna pause for a second, mid-step, one paw in the air.
And you can tell that there is a dog growling where the head of the table is. Jack, you do sniff out a little scrap. It smells like crepes, but it looks like a little blue cube.
I'm going to run over to it and take a bite.
It tastes like crepes. Roy, you're not so lucky if you don't find anything.
I had a way better roll than him.
Those are two sads.
I don't know how science works.
Did you see the blue cube that I just ate?
No, you ate it too fast.
It tasted just like a crepe.
I like crepes. Why didn't you share it?
I didn't know what it was, but I wasn't about to lose it after the first one I puked up and missed.
Are you sure you should have eaten it, considering how you saw it dissolve last time?
It's not real life, so who cares?
I'm kidding. Of course you should have eaten it.
Rocky, what would you like to do?
Take a second, go down into full-on cat sneak mode, tail back, ears back, and just kind of very slowly weave my way across the table and see if I can maybe catch a glimpse of where the dog currently is.
Well, you're in luck because you get about maybe, let's say, 3 feet from the end of the table, and two monstrous Doberman pincer paws land on the edge of the table.
Well, this seems like a catastrophe waiting to... Oh, God, not again.
Nobody likes you. You have no friends.
I have a whole list of cat puns waiting to go.
You cheated. It's supposed to be improv. Kick him out.
So it's like, is it paws up on the... And the rest of the dog is up there, or are they just, like, reaching up to try and swat?
It appears like it might be preparing to leap up onto the table.
Well, in that case, I'm going to knock over a bunch of stuff and then start running in the other direction. In case they do get on the table, I want to slow them down.
I'm going to need you to roll 2d6.
That's a 6 and a 6.
Whoa.
So go ahead and describe what your triumphant success is.
So I'm going to see that they're getting ready to leap up onto the table. And it just so happens that a very heavy, very expensive crystal decanter of what is probably some fancy alcohol happens to be down at the head of the table. You know, a couple of glasses, looks like someone was ready to get a drink. So I'm going to quickly dash up to where that is, turn around, line up my back legs, and just rear up and slam the decanter off the table. And it's going to go off and right onto the dog's head. And then I'm going to out of the room.
How do you foop?
I'm going to head back out into the entryway I came in from, back towards where I know I last saw Roy and Jack.
And the decanter does slide across the table as if it was like some old bar saloon fight. It just slides across the table. At the exact same moment that the Doberman peeks over the edge, it slams into his snout, shatters in a bunch of pieces. He gives a yelp and turns tail and runs.
Worst table ever, 1 star. It says Yelp.
So did we hear that?
You heard a crash.
I'm running out into the hallway. What was that?
You see, I was in the dining room, and I was on the table, and there were things, and a big dog, and I
What?
just kind of... There was a dog in the other room.
No, about the big things.
I got lucky. It happened to be a very heavy... crystal decanter that probably had some sort of expensive alcohol in it. I kicked it down the table, and I broke it all over that ugly thing's face.
And in that moment, I'll jump off the table and say, "You wasted alcohol?"
I mean, we're cats. We can't exactly drink.
I didn't know that cats don't have stomachs.
Guys, we're not really cats.
No, I mean, cats can't process ethanol in the same way that humans do. They don't really have much of a system to pass it out of their systems.
Oh, you're a cat? Oh, you've been a cat before? You know this for a fact?
Okay, as they argue, I'm going to start going upstairs.
So you've been a cat before, so you know this for a fact?
No, but I did have one for a short while.
Then I don't want to hear it, Mr. Oh, science solves everything. That's why I'm so good at my job, and therefore I'm stuck in a cat's body right now, lol.
Did you really just say lol out loud?
It's called comedy.
The only funny thing I see around here is your face.
Well, it's not even my face.
And then I'm going to turn and walk up the stairs.
And I'm going to grab him by the tail.
So if you scroll to the right, you will see part of the staircase that you're going to come up.
Hello, service hall.
Yeah, basically this is a service hall, so usually the maids or the cooks or whatever would use this back stairwell to move up and down between floors.
What did they made?
And there is a door in the southwest wall.
All right, once I get to the top and see that it's a service hall, I'm going to move towards the door, but I'm going to wait for them to come up.
Jack, you peek out from the service hall to see like the main stairway hall. The stairs go down. It's sort of like a grand staircase that goes down onto a landing and then down. But there are many, many doors here.
Oh, okay, good.
What you do recognize is that right at the north end of this stair hall is the elevator. You see basically closed elevator doors with the little button.
All right, we got to stop and think about this. What would be the goal for us to be cats in Blaine Manor? We've got to figure out what we're doing here so we can complete this.
Clearly, this is some sort of training exercise, maybe?
What is it training?
This is clearly a mistake. He didn't ask us what kind of cats we want to be. The dude messed up, and now we're suffering for all of eternity for Rocky's sins.
Unless the original question was only to throw us off so that we'd be even more off-kilter when we came into this, whatever this is.
We should just give up.
It's clearly the only winning move is not to play.
I'd like to give up one of my lives.
I think he just wants to see how long we can live like this. I think that's his game. He wants us to extend this out by doing meaningless tasks for as long as possible.
You realize they're monitoring everything that we do, correct?
I'm going to flip off the air.
They're seeing how we work together.
Monitor this.
How we handle situations that are put before us. So far, it's been a dog, but only one of us was there. So it's not good teamwork.
Because I do good at avoiding conflict, which is the only real way of winning.
It is a gway.
Guar.
It's the Guar way of winning.
Different game.
No, Guar is very confrontational.
Well, I see a bunch of doorways. Now we can do one of two things. We can check every single room and every single door, or we can go to the elevator.
Here's the thing. I think that nerds like it when people who are cooler than them show a unified front. So splitting up might not be the way to go about this.
I think you're right.
So I'm going to go away and you guys go the other way.
I think I'm going to go to the elevator. Who would like to go with me? I want to see your paws.
No, I'll go, but only because I think that a ride would be fun.
Well, seeing as we don't have any clear direction yet, I guess poking around is still our best course of action. Maybe we'll come across some sort of clue as to what's happening here or what our eventual objectives are.
All right, elevator it is then.
I never have a plan, and I always get out alive.
So we're going to go to the elevator, and I'm going to examine the buttons.
They look like elevator buttons.
Yep, that's a button.
I'm going to jump straight up, put my paws on the wall, and spin and hit it with my back legs as I'm coming down to land.
Go ahead and roll.
And he is a cat acrobat, so...
I got a 6 and a 6.
Describe your triumphant success.
You go like full American Ninja Warrior, and you just like sprint up the wall.
Get a running start now. Now that you got a 6 and a 6.
So full anime cat here, Brian.
Gather up speed from the end of the hallway, running up the side of the wall. And as I run past the elevator button, I'm going to push it with my tail and then do a backflip and land right in front of the elevator.
The elevator immediately opens, and you see the empty car in there.
Beep, beep.
Is it a Ford?
Shouldn't have gotten into that triple shot espresso in the kitchen.
Immediately pounce into the elevator off the back wall and over to the highest button and hit it. Let's go, boys!
Settle down, gladiator.
I'm going to need each of the other two to make a roll to make it in before the doors close. Rocky manages to slip in right as the doors are like gonna snip on its tail. And he's in the cart with you, but Roy was just like a little too slow.
He just hits his head on the closed door. Dunk.
One life down.
Rocky and Jack, you are now downstairs. And Roy, you're just staring at the closed doors, waiting for them to open, like curiously twisting your head back and forth.
I was the one that wanted to stick together, and I wasn't even ready to press the button to get in. I give up, and I'll walk back to this door here. I'm not going to walk to the door directly next to it, because that's a trap. I'll walk to the second door on the left.
Meanwhile, what are you guys doing downstairs?
What? It just brought us back downstairs.
Oh, what did you expect?
I didn't know. That's why I was so excited. You saw my tail? So I'm going to go back in the elevator and say, jump up on my back and hit the button. We got to go back up and get Roy.
Okay. Going to use him as a step stool to get up and hit the button again.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
God damn.
You try your best to hit the button, and your paw just barely scrapes it, and you hear this sound go...
Well, you try. You seem to be better at this kind of thing than me.
I back up a little bit in the elevator and do a leap onto his back to try to get some elevation.
Roll away.
I rolled a 6 and a 6.
I love how we're getting the best results for the most mundane things we can possibly get them for.
And the elevator shoots out the roof, and Willy Wonka appears next to me, and he's like, "You've won everything, boy. It's all yours, as far as the eye can see."
So the doors close and you begin to move upwards. Roy, you're looking into what appears to be some sort of bedroom. There's a bed, dresser, that sort of thing. There is a door in the northeast wall and 3 doors in the southwest wall.
No whore doors, though.
I'll remember the sock drawer, and I'll go to the dresser.
Yep, you see the dresser there?
And I'll sort of try and like get up above it, get on top of it, so I can like open the drawers from the top.
So you sort of snag at the pulls on the dresser, but you can't quite get any kind of leverage.
I'll get down and go to the door.
And then you look into what is clearly
A dog
The
den.
sex dungeon.
a bathroom. And Rocky and Jack, you have found your way back up to the top floor somehow. Deja vu all over again.
Now, where on earth do you think Roy has gotten himself?
Probably the only open room.
Yes, true.
Well, then I'm going to peek in here and see if the door right next to the elevator to see if I can see if Roy's in there.
And then I'll go to the door on the other side of the elevator to see if he's over there.
You fool.
You've activated my trap card.
We were gone for not even 2 minutes. Where are you?
Face me, cowards.
Meet cowards.
So Rocky, you peek into what is clearly just a closet. It contains some linens. Jack, you peek into what appears to be some sort of little foyer of some sort. There's like a little console table, 2 doors to the north and 1 door to the southwest.
Doors on doors on doors. Real fake doors.
How he watches Rick and Morty. He's funny.
It means I have the big brain energy.
I'm dumb and don't.
What are you going to do in the bathroom?
Poop next to the toilet, but not in it.
I'm going to jump up on the sink and sort of spin the nozzle just so I can swat at the water.
Go ahead and give yourself a treat for that. Rocky.
I take it there isn't a Roomba in that closet that I can ride.
There is no Roomba.
Damn it.
Is there an off-brand Zumba?
Yeah, exactly. Is there an off-brand, totally generic, not specific robot vacuum in the closet?
Sponsor us, Roomba.
I'm going to hop up onto the shelf and start rolling in the linens just because they're neat and I don't want them to be that way.
Jack?
Go to the door to the southwest.
So you peek through and you see what appears to be some sort of sitting room. And there is a circular room that looks out onto the balcony. And, of course, it is blackness out there.
Guys, I found a room with only one door in. Quick, everybody in.
I can't hear you. We just established that.
Go to your room.
Jack, any progress? Do we know where he is?
What? I'm in here. Come into my entry.
I'm going to head towards where he was yelling at me from.
Is this a door?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to that door. But I'm going to leave the water running.
Beyond that door it's a dressing room. You kind of get the impression that maybe this is where Samantha used to be.
Is there any, chests or drawers in there?
Yeah, there's a few.
I want to try and open them.
Yeah, you managed to crack open one of the top ones, and it looks like there's a bunch of makeup in there.
Finally, your dreams come true.
Well, I'll sort of swat at the makeup because I'm mad that it's not what I wanted.
You're swatting at the makeup, and your claw gets stuck in a tube of lipstick, so you're all waxy and gummy on your paws now.
I'll lick it.
Roy, what were you doing in there?
Nothing.
By the time we get there, he's just got lipstick and powder. I don't know what happened.
I find an old powdered judge's wig and put it on.
Hear ye, hear ye.
I guess I'll admire myself in the mirror fast. Do a little dance. Dun, 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 dun. Goodbye, horses. I can't tell. Are there any other doors in this?
Yes, there is a door in the southwest wall.
Then I'm going to that door. I just got to continue the door trekking.
Leads into yet another bedroom. There are doors to the southeast and the northeast.
I see that. Dressers?
Yep, dressers, bed, the whole spiel.
Maybe I'm stupid and this is the sock drawer I need, so I'll try these dressers.
The riveting gameplay of the Lovecraft tapes.
This is how the world works.
Okay, Rocky, what the hell are we doing here?
Maybe our objective is just to escape?
I'm wondering if he's having us, through our memories, map Blaine Manor, just so he has a layout.
Possibly. But, at this point, if they wanted to know what was inside Blaine Manor, couldn't they just send some people over there? It's... How long has it been since anybody has been in there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. What ideas do you have?
Yeah, I'm trying to think in terms of, video games. Maybe there's, a end of the level somewhere?
That's what I was thinking the elevator was. I got super excited. You saw my tail.
Yes.
Well, we need to find Roy, so we need to stick together, both of us, and find Roy, and we need to do this as a team. I'm going to go into that bedroom that I yelled into and sniff the air again to see if I can catch Roy's scent.
Yeah, you absolutely catch his scent.
My God, this cat thing is amazing.
And you smell that he went to the bathroom beyond there.
Gross. I didn't want that scent.
You smell him that he went onto a dresser, was there for a couple minutes trying to open up the dresser, then jumped down and went into the bathroom.
I'm going to follow his movements, basically recreating what he did, and see that the sink is running. Rocky, he went this way.
That or the wet bandits have been through here.
We don't know for sure. We have to get to the bottom of this.
Home Alone, cat edition.
I'm going to keep following the scent all the way through.
And you both enter this bedroom and you're not quite certain what's going on, but then you see on top of the dresser a sock just moving around, and he's got one paw inside, his other paw is outside, and he's bonking into the wall.
I say we just leave him like this.
No, we've got to get this completed.
Pop out a couple of claws and just grab the sock and try and yank it off.
You yank it off.
Surprise!
Man, I was smoking rocks in there. Why'd you do that?
Because we're still trapped in some weird simulation as cats, and I'd rather get out of here as expediently as possible.
That's your fault.
Weren't you the one who was complaining about being a cat earlier?
I figured out the answer. It's all in the sock drawers. Y'all didn't listen to me.
I'm going to smack both of them in the face with my paw.
I'll deflect it with my cat foo.
Wise guys.
Wise guy, eh?
Oh, he's coughing up a fur ball. Hold on. Guys, I think we just need to go into every room and try to do it as quickly as we can.
What do you think I was doing?
To me, it looked like you were having a little too much fun in that sock drawer.
Is not every sock its own room?
Every rose has its thorn.
Every sock has its room.
I'm going to check this doorway. You guys check the other one, but don't go through it. Just look.
That's stupid. I'm going to stay here with the socks.
You stay there with the socks, but we're only going into one room together. That way we don't get separated.
So Jack looks through the northeast doorway and sees essentially a narrow corridor
I got the southeast door.
and sees what is essentially a sleeping porch. Windows on all walls, all the exterior walls, which of course are just blank nothingness. Lounge chairs, bundles of blankets.
Nothing in here, just some sort of porch.
What's a poach?
It's what they do to elephants.
Oh, and eggs. Rocky, let's keep moving together, bud. I'm going into this hallway.
Right behind you.
Roy, come on.
And I'm going to hiss and then run in back to the bathroom.
Rocky, you peek through, and it appears to be just like some sort of storage closet. You see a bunch of board games in there.
Are there any boxes big enough for me to fit in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool! I'm gonna hop into the box and lay down. I think I figured out what this is all about. See, you just have to find a box, and then you just sit in it. I think that's what this is. I'm just gonna stay here for a while.
What?
I'm just gonna sit in the box.
Jack, you look into what appears to be a nursery. Like a kid's room. There's like a mobile moving around just above a crib. A couple dressers that are brightly colored. All the walls are like yellow and have stars painted on the ceiling. There are a couple lamps over in the corner that are lit up.
This room is like the most vibrant of any of the other rooms. Walk up to the crib and jump up in.
All right, and as you do so, the dog that's inside goes,
Bye, everybody.
One life gone, everybody.
I'm already in his stomach, so it's okay.
What do you want to do, Jack?
I am going to instinctively pat, 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 pat with my paws right in its face.
This is going to be a normal challenge for you, so you're going to need at least one success. Boop. So you have a partial success. That's what you need.
Push off with my back paws nails out as I spring out of the cradle. Back out the doorway and right into the game room. Rocky, that dog's back. I'm going to go into the stair hall.
Roy, you're in the bathroom. You see the water going, just like you left it.
All right, so I've outsmarted them. So I'll go back into the bedroom and then back out into the hallway.
You see Jack running full tilt into the stair hall. He practically barrels into you, but narrowly jumps over you and lands on the other side of you, looking with wide pupils towards that door that he raced out of.
Dog, there's a dog. Dog, there's a dog.
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 Oh, dog.
Cross the stairwell to this other doorway over here that we have not been in.
Appears to be another bedroom.
Oh, ho, ho, Merry Christmas.
Mary Chrysler.
Rocky, which game did you choose?
Sorry.
No, Mousetrap, you missed it.
Oh, damn. Okay, let's redo that. Mousetrap.
No, Clue, idiot.
Oh, let's redo that. Clue.
You're nestled in your game box, and you hear some sort of commotion out the door.
What kind of trouble have they gotten themselves into now?
He's got one paw hanging out.
Kind of sit up a little bit and see if I can't see through the closet door what's going on outside.
You don't see any indication of Jack or Roy out there.
Imagine failing a roll.
Says the one person that has not yet rolled 2 sixes.
Only because I know how to play the game to make it so I don't have to roll.
It's more fun when you do that.
Shut up. Go back to failing your rolls.
Well, I guess I better see what's happening. I'm going to hop down and out of the closet.
And you see a dog. Basically, his back is to you. He's staring back towards the bedroom that you guys came from.
Get up behind him, all the claws out, and I'm just going to rake down his backside as hard as I can. Well, pardon me, sir.
You're just about ready to claw into his rear end, just thinking about that meaty rump, how well that's going to feel on the tips of your claws. And the dog whirls around before you get a chance to do anything and grabs you by the scruff which feels really, really bad because suddenly all the feeling in your body just goes like a high tension wire. You just lose all sensation and you feel paralyzed, and he starts just shaking you, and he throws you to the ground, and you take 1 injury.
Oh boy.
So all of your challenges will now be increased by 1 level.
Or you can smoke some doobies.
Stagger back up to my feet, and taking that as a hint, I am going to run away. Back out into the stair hall.
You go ahead and move out into the stair hall, but because you got a single success, he follows you. So you are able to move 1 more room.
Since I'm now noticed that he is just about keeping up with me, I'm just going to blind panic, just keep running in a straight line.
So go ahead and move yourself into the bedroom with those guys. Rocky scrambles into the bedroom behind you, looking hurt, actually. There is some blood running down his neck. His fur is matted.
And now that I'm out of clear and present danger, I'm going to take a split second to spend that life to get rid of that injury.
All right, go ahead. And you're on life number 2 now.
Ding.
And your wound instantly disappears.
It's good to know that this is how cats work.
God damn dog.
I'm going to explore the room. I'm going to go to the far doorway here and peek through.
The bathroom is what you see beyond the bedroom. And there is a door that proceeds continuing southeast.
Is it not clear what I want to do in this bedroom?
So yeah, you easily open up the top dresser drawer. It appears to be men's underwear.
Panty raid.
All right, I'll take one and I'll shoot it out. Use the elastics to shoot it at Rocky.
Keep an eye on Roy, because I know he likes to get into trouble. When I see the underwear coming my way, I'm just going to kind of side jump away from it as it comes at me. And then I'm going to take a moment to shake my head at him. And then I'm going to kind of scout the room a little bit we're in, just to give myself a moment to recover.
Your disapproval means nothing because your opinion means nothing.
This seems to be a pretty normal bedroom. Nothing unusual about it. There is that same sort of veranda that goes outside to the northeast, and there is a small door to the northwest.
I'm going to go into the bathroom and search around, see if I can see anything.
Doesn't appear to be anything unusual about this. Pretty standard bathroom.
Peek through the next doorway, but not go in.
This is a dressing room, and there is an archway that leads into another room in the southeast wall.
I'm going to head towards the door on the northwest wall.
Okay. Appears to be a clothes closet.
Haha, you and your closets.
Yes, but does this one have an off-brand generic robot vacuum?
No, it appears to be just like
Damn it.
men's suits hanging.
I'm going to keep
hangers.
searching. It has to show up
As
eventually.
a matter of fact, it's all jumpsuits with ties.
Well, whoever spent time in this bedroom has a lovely sense of fashion.
Because I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. I'm going to go out into the hallway. I'm going to go to this door on the southeast.
This is a room that is slightly unusual. It's not anything that you've noticed before. It appears to be like somebody's writing room. So there's like a typewriter, a bunch of books, some scrolls.
Instinctively, I'm going to jump up on the table and walk across the keys of the typewriter.
And you hear clack, 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 clack.
I'm going to read what I wrote.
87 years ago.
Brilliant
We
cat.
finally found the one monkey that'll give us Shakespeare. Or cat, I guess.
That's not Shakespeare, dummy.
All right, monkeys give us Shakespeare. Cats give us Abraham Lincoln.
Yep.
I'm going to head back into the bedroom and be like, where's Roy?
Well, the hell if I know.
You're supposed to watch Roy.
I thought you were the one who... I watched him
He
last
couldn't
time,
get
okay?
past me, so he had to have gotten past you.
I was busy admiring the lovely collection of jumpsuits and ties in this closet.
Let's go find Roy.
Click, 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 click. Ding!
You hear a ding?
Dinner's ready. I go running out of the hallway where I hear the ding.
I'm going to need Jack to roll 2d6, please.
I'm already in the room. It's too late.
All right, so you managed to sneak out through the bedroom door and into the writing room with Roy, where you hear some clacking and ding.
Where you think you're going? And I'm going to follow him into the writing room.
The dog essentially sees you immediately because it smells your scent now
Gross.
and is on you in no time flat, catches you right outside the door.
Guys, a little help here?
Actually takes 2 paws and just smashes down on your tail, pinning you to the ground.
Jesus.
Help?
You're going to take an injury.
Again?
Uh-huh.
God, fine.
You feel that electric shock up your spine as it slams down on your tail. And it starts barking viciously. You guys hear.
I'm going to run out into the hallway and attack the dog.
Hold on, I'm gonna write the dog a nasty letter. Clack, 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 clack. I'll get down and I'll go and headbutt its legs.
Jack first. You attempt to race out of the room and take a swipe at it, and it easily bites you.
Oof.
Right in the side.
Right in the kisser.
And you're going to take an injury. Everything is going to be one level harder for you at this point until you can heal yourself. And Roy, go ahead and give me a roll.
I got this.
You grab hold of its leg, attempt to like throw your weight against it to try to like disengage it from the tail.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
It shifts slightly, but I'm going to need another roll from you.
Woo!
You manage to bring it down. It lifts off of Rocky's tail and lets go of Jack's side, and then it disappears into a blue cube that drops onto the ground.
Like I said, Matt, imagine failing a roll. I'll eat the cube.
It tastes like beef jerky.
Awesome. Hey, it tasted like beef jerky. Suck it, Jack.
Can I smell your breath?
And I'll vomit in his eyes.
Rotten onions. All right, so I'm going to spend a life and heal my wounds.
You're on life 2 now?
I'm also gonna spend a life to clear my injury.
Are you on life 3 now?
Yes, I am.
Everybody okay? That was brilliant, Roy. Thank
know.
you for helping.
You're welcome.
What was in that writing room that you were messing with?
A typewriter.
I'm going to go back in and take a look. I'm going to look thoroughly around this room.
As he's looking, I'm going to wonder, has anyone else noticed that these weird blue cubes seem to be some sort of recurring theme?
Yes, I did notice that.
I've eaten one and Jack's eaten one, so get eaten.
No.
So, Jack, go ahead and give me a roll, please.
Please find something.
Not seeing anything unusual other than the typewriter. And
That's not how you look for something that's unusual. This is how you look for something that's unusual.
I like to call this the Rocky and Roy on a boat method of looking for things. That's not how you track a rabbit. This is how you track a rabbit.
There's a rabbit? Okay, well, then I'm going to work my way over to this other door.
there is a small little, what appears to be a vestibule.
You and your damn vestibules all the time, Mortimer. I'm going to take a second to hop up onto the desk and take a look at the papers that are there. Any kind of writing on them that I can, that, might be helpful in some sort of way, maybe.
No, you're not seeing anything unusual.
Oh, there's nothing helpful on these papers here. What did you find?
Nothing. My roll sucked.
Oh, well, mine too. That's life. I'm going to head into the vestibule that he just came out of.
I'm gonna promptly commit suicide 9 times.
But Roy, if you die in the game, then you die in real life.
Only the cat
Whoa.
me dies in real life.
Come on, guys, let's keep moving forward. Let's stick together in case there's any more dogs.
Yeah, I know. You want me watching your back. I get it.
You got it. You're right. I do.
Can I make out what the picture on the wall is?
Appears to be a picture of an old well.
Well.
Haha, that's not a cat pun.
I'm just putting pause on my cat puns for a bit.
So, Jack, you look through the doorway past the vestibule, and you see another bedroom.
God damn, how many rooms does this place have?
It is a manor.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, I'm going to go into the room and search the room thoroughly with my cat vision.
I'm gonna go into the bedroom and search the sock drawer.
Hey, Jack, do you remember anything about an old well that used to be on the property?
Yes, that's where we disposed of the book, My Life.
Why would someone have a picture of it hanging on the wall?
It's got to be a hint or a clue. It could be a raging clue.
Well, I mean, we can't exactly go outside and explore the property, seeing as there's nothing. Well, there is no outside, really.
Check the bookshelves.
It might be a monster level where we have to defeat all the monsters before we can move on to the next level.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ladder doesn't show up until all the monsters... Yep.
So just walk around until you hear combat music.
If we hear combat, we're going in the right direction. I'm going to peek into the door on the southwest wall before we go, just to make sure we clear everything.
Big neon signs with arrows that say exit.
Normally at this point I'd find the warmest spot in the room that has been continuously heated by sunshine to take a nap, but seeing as there is no sunshine outside, that is not a possibility, and as a cat, this greatly distresses me.
Guys, I think we're going to have to go back downstairs. Is there any place that we missed?
There were some doors on the far side of the dining room that I never quite got a chance to go through, considering that's where I met the first dog.
All right, let's do that. We might have to fight that dog together. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I already hit him in the head fairly hard with a bottle made of crystals, so he has to be on his last legs.
I got
I
it.
get it. All right, so I'm going to head back out into the stair hall. Okay, we're in the dining room.
You see no evidence of your shattered decanter. As a matter of fact, the decanter is on the table completely intact.
Are you a liar?
No, this is the very decanter that I used to knock that dog back on.
You're just trying to sound cool.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Or it could be that none of this is real, and so whenever I left the room, it just reset itself.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. None of us saw your heroic dog defeating feat like mine.
I put my paws up and go, dog, quotation paws. All right, so that's interesting. I'm wondering if the dogs reset as well as the furniture and items in the rooms.
Well, if he did, that should mean, and I'm going to hop up on the table and start walking down it.
Do I find anything at the end of the table? Like a dog maybe was putting his paws on the table, he's going to pick up and around. Am I going to...
You walk to the end of the table and peer over the edge, and
That's what I did last time when the dog showed up, so maybe they don't reset like everything else.
Deja vu.
But while I'm up on the table, I'm going to use my height advantage to kind of carefully scan around the room for anything.
I'm going to search as well.
all right, go ahead and give me some rolls.
Me too.
Rocky and Jack both see what appear to be paw prints leading off to the sliding doors to the northeast.
You see what I see, Jack?
I do.
Onward. Follow the paw prints up to those doors, and I'm kind of very gingerly peek through to the other
I'm
side.
going to look over my shoulder and say, Roy, we think we're tracking the dog.
Okay.
We're going to need your strength.
I'm coming. I know you're all scared.
So you see a corridor that connects the main stair hall to a vestibule, which looks like it's some sort of smoking room. So it's got a couple of high-back chairs, some ashtrays, and
It's just a room with a bunch of smoke detectors, and I don't get it.
there's a rack of pipes on the wall, and you can see there's a bit of a stained yellow on the ceiling.
I'm going to go and smoke a lot in the smoking room.
I'm going to attempt to pick up on the paw prints that we saw lead us into here.
The dog prints are no longer visible here. There's a tin of tobacco sitting on the end table next to one of the high-back chairs, Roy. And it's open just a little bit of a crack, and you can smell like some cherry wood.
Alrighty then. Like nudge it into a pipe.
Smoking a pancake.
So yeah, you managed to push a little bit into a pipe that's nearby.
I'll light it up and start smoking.
And Roy is on fire.
So, yeah, there is like one of those gigantic old school ceramic lighters. And try as you might, it just will not ignite. You get a little bit of like a little spark off the wheel, but it just simply will not ignite.
Jack, come quick. I'm dying.
I run into the smoking room. What is it? What do you need?
Light this for me.
Oh, I'll try it. I try to push on the cigarette lighter.
Well, light.
Rocky, now Jack's dying.
Gonna peek my head into the smoking room. Will you two cut it out? We're in the middle of something here. Smoking gives you cancer. I'm going to head back and go through the doors on the other side of the corridor.
I'm going to throw a little bit of a fit and push everything off of the counter before I leave.
So Rocky will be the first to see this. This is the music room. There's a harp in one corner. There's a grand piano. There's a couple guitars. And there is a bunch of gold albums on the walls.
Well, I do believe I've found a music room.
It's Meowsic.
At the foot of the grand piano are 3 fleece-lined cat beds. And Rocky, you see that each one is embroidered with a different symbol. One has a fish, one has a bird, and one has a mouse. Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft tapes.
Interesting.
I was just gonna look in the collection to see if they had any Paul McCartney. Maybe some Cat Stevens?
That's not even a joke. That's just the guy's name.
Yeah, I know, but it kind of works. Oh, wait, nope, Cat Benatar.
I only listen to Year of the Cat.
I have no clue what's happening.
It's one of those where I just prove that I'm not smart.
I feel like we just wasted 2 hours on the second floor of this place.
But now,
We're going to waste 2 hours on the first floor of this place.
All right. Well, now it's time for some hashtag recommendos, so please roll D100. All right, looks like we're going to start with Matthew this round. Then me, then Gabe, then Brian. So, Matt.
So in lieu of someone asking for a couple of game recommendos earlier this week on the Discord, and me realizing that I had been telling him to check out something that I had not gotten around to officially recommendoing yet, I'm going to rectify that by officially recommendoing Rise of Industry, a game that is very much in the same vein as something like Factorio, where it's all about creating the most efficient production chain possible in order to, well, in this case, make money. It starts you out at like the turn of the previous century, and it's your job as a business mogul to build up your business by turning one product into another and then finding the best place to sell it for money. And your eventual end goal being is to be the first person to produce one of 3 advanced quote-unquote future technologies. So whether that's the first TV dinner, the first assembly line car, or the first television prototype. And so it's this long game of managing your supply chains and figuring out how to make the most money and how to outsmart your competitors. And it's a really well done game that's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of games that are this style, like simulation management stuff is a huge favorite of mine, and it's a really great game that if anybody is into that kind of thing, they should totally check out. The game is called Rise of Industry, and it is on sale on Steam for $29.99.
Nice. Cool. Well, thank you. We'll check that out. My recommendo for this week is a board game, and I have my little brother to thank for it. It is called Photosynthesis. It is from 2017, highly rated, from designer Hjalmar Hach. It is a beautifully designed board game where you plant acorns, grow trees, and then use the sun to cast shadows over your opponent. So the sun each round moves around the board. So there's some deep strategy, even though it's simple mechanics. You basically collect points for how much your trees absorb, and then you can then spend those points to buy more acorns or buy more trees or grow more trees to bigger trees. Outwit your opponent before they grow their stuff. I played it with Juliet, my wife, and it was a lot of fun, just the two of us, but I imagine with 3 or 4 people, it'd be pretty crazy because you'd have all these different trees all casting shadows in different ways. So I'm hoping to get a bigger group at some point, but even as a 2-player, it's a lot of fun. So beautiful artwork. You basically put little cardboard trees together in 3 dimensions. It's a quick game too. It really didn't take that long to play. This is about 30 to 45 minutes. So it's quick and easy. After dinner, just knock out a round, no big deal. And it's actually kind of soothing because even though it's not co-op, we're against each other, it's still like soothing and relaxing to plant acorns and grow trees, and it's just a really fun game. So Photosynthesis, I highly recommend. That's my recommendo. And Gabe,
I'm sure all the one fan that's out there and is like, wow, Gabe, you haven't recommended a wrestling thing in a while, is going to be real happy. And also all of the fans who are like, I'm a dumbass and I don't like wrestling, all those fans are going to be happy too, because this is both. It's a wrestling board game, and it's called Book It. I kickstarted it, but it succeeded. Now you can get it on a website, which is why I waited to recommendo it, because I wanted to make sure you could buy it through not Kickstarter. So it's called Book It! And the goal of this game is to simply book the best wrestling show. So what you do is you pick a style of promotion, whether that's like hardcore extreme wrestling, technical wrestling, whatever, lucha libre. In each round, what you do is you pick a city that goes and matches up with that style the best, and then you sign large wrestlers, nationwide wrestlers, out of a pool. That's a lot of fun for me, and it would be a lot of fun for wrestling fans because they're all like jokes off of wrestlers that are like, there's a Jane Sienna, which is obviously a joke on John Cena. They're all like that. So it's a lot of fun if you know who the guys are, and then regardless, it's still fun if you don't, because you're just sitting there trying to figure out how you can make the guys match up the best. It's that kind of game where you're just trying to get the best synergy that you can. And then, when the game gets later in a round and there's less wrestlers available, then you're just trying to force things to make it work. So it's a lot of fun. I think if you didn't like wrestling, you could still have fun with it. So that's a Book It, the wrestling card game.
Brian.
Mine is my security cameras that I got. The company is Funlux. It's a subsidiary of Zomodo. I just wanted something cheap that I could monitor my pets during the day and, the backyard and stuff like that. So I got a 4-pack of them. Probably about 2 years ago, and I never thought I'd use them this much, but the software that you can get for your phone makes it extremely easy. The cameras that I have are only 720p, but they connect right to your Wi-Fi. It has so many features. I was really surprised. It has the motion sensor. If somebody does walk through your backyard or something like that, it actually records that little snippet. For the price, I think I got 4 of them for like $59. So it's got night vision, it's got the motion sensor. If you're looking for something inexpensive that you can monitor your home, definitely look them up. It's Funlux or the camera. I think they changed their name over to Zomodo. So check them out. They're really good.
Well, thank you, Brian. And that's going to be it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Music, Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, or anywhere you download your regular podcasts. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at thelovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos on social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at lovecrafttapes.
And if anybody out there wants to tell me to cut out the cat puns and, maybe put Gabe out of his musery, you can find me on Twitter at TheRealWeirdKid.
And if you want to lecture me, talk to you with my mouthful, you can find me at LovecraftGabe.
If anybody wants me to punch up into his camera and knock him out, reach me at Brian Podcast on Twitter.
Until next time, roll for Cthulhu.
The Lovecraft Tapes podcast is copyright 2020. For more information and sponsorship opportunities, please send email to podcast@thelovecrafttapes.com. Support the Lovecraft Tapes podcast and get access to exclusive content and rewards at patreon.com/lovecrafttapes.
I am a wife.
Oh, so the AsianDate.com thing finally paid off, huh?
Farmers only.
Oh, you know it.
He's dating himself, and he got married.
Yeah.
To himself.
ChristianSinglesMeat.com.
Meat? M-E-A-T?
That's not.
I don't
can't be
think
good.
that's right, man.
Christian Single.
That can't be good.
It's a little side project of mine. I'll let you know when.
Oh Lord.
Would you call it a side piece?
Yep, I would.
Ooh.
Hey, Brian. Have you ever found yourself in the unenviable position of suddenly having to deal with a couple of extra cats that weren't there just a moment before?
No, not recently.
Well, come back to me in about 30 minutes and we'll talk again. Because once you do have that problem, and trust me, you will, I just got a shipping confirmation.
Well, I don't want cats.
Well, that's why it's going to be an unwanted problem. I'm trying to sell a product here, so, I give you a problem and then I charge you to fix the problem that I caused. That's how this works.
Why is it my problem?
Because you're the easiest to get money out of. So, as I was saying, unwanted cats, right? Well, I actually have just the thing for you. See, it's this product that I like to call Cats Away. So, if you have your unwanted cats, all you have to do is stick them in a box and ship them to us, and we will then throw them off of a boat somewhere, and they will land on a random deserted island.
Okay, so they'll
Hence
land
the name
on something.
Cats Away. Get it? Cast Away. Cats Away.
I don't get it.
And they are no longer your
I
problem.
don't get it.
Where did that voice come from? Okay, what if I have babies that I want to get rid of? Does your service provide that help there?
Small upcharge, but yes, we will Cats Away a baby.
Okay, so how much is this going to cost me if I have, say, 2 cats
See,
and a
we
baby?
offer. See, that's why we offer the special. We have a special package for people who have 2 cats and a baby. Just for situations like this. It's just a low price. 3 easy payments of $29.99 and 1 really fucking difficult payment of $59.99. See that last payment? The envelope's not going to steal. The stamp's going to be in the wrong denomination. The mail carrier's going to die before he can pick it up.
The paper cuts. I remember
Oh, yeah,
that.
lots of paper cuts.
All right, I'll take 2.
Great.
And a baby.
Yep, don't worry about the baby. We'll take care of that for you too. So if you have unwanted cats and or babies, come check us out at Cats Away, where we will take your unwanted things and ship them to a random deserted island in the middle of who knows where, so it's no longer your problem.
That's www.catsaway.org.edu.
Volleyball not included.
If I could not be a cat, can I have green skin and claws instead?
Are we playing by like the Skyrim character creator rules here?
Nice to see you.
Because you have wares if you have coin. I said I wanted to be a jellicle cat.
A jellicle?
It's a cat's reference.
That's why I didn't get it.
At the end of all this, are you going to tell us, are you coming out as a furry?
What do you mean coming out as he already is? What is this thing here?
Just some furniture or maybe a closet or something.
Alright, you didn't give it a name, so I'm not going to climb up it.
Okay, guys, he's not going to hear this stuff because he's gone. So this is where we plan out everything we're going to do.
So we can finish.
Exactly.
We're going to go into this room, we're going to go into this room, we're going to go into that room, and then into that room, and let's all team up and kill the dog. Ready?
See, here's what we don't realize is the answer was actually on the first floor.
Probably. It was inside of us all along.
The answer was the friends we made along the way.
What we could have done this whole time is we could have just, with our human bodies, willed us to take our helmet off, and then the scenario's over.
What if that's the solution?
Our hands are tied down.
Yeah, our hands are tied down. We can't actually do that.
Scheiße.
Scheisse.
To be fair, the writing room is the first different non-Blaine Manor thing, so maybe that's actually something.
You're welcome.
What's the reoccurring thing that's introduced
Socks.
over and over again?
Dogs.
What should we face together?
A dog.
The dog.
Socks.
We've all faced the dog individually, except for
I haven't, because I'm smart.
except for Roy.
Okay, so Roy, you're going to grab the underwear and you're going to fling it at him and you're going to try and get it like right on his face.
No, you guys are supposed to look in a sock drawer. There's 3 sock drawers, and we're all supposed to look in one separately.
Okay, shh. Yeah, I do like Jeremy. He's pretty cool.
I don't.
Oh yeah, he's the greatest.